Hi, I'm Jill Stokold with The Advocate. I am honored to be here today with the athletic director of Southern University, A.D. Banks.
How you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
You said A.D. Banks. It made me sound like I'm old. Everybody always say Coach Banks, Coach A.D. Banks.
Well, you've had an illustrious, basketball career. People know you from many different hats throughout your tenure here.
Yeah, I could say the coaching profession opened the door up for me to be in this seat right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I would love for you to tell us, what's going on with the athletic department here at Southern.
Well, at this time, we have a lot to be excited for. I'm thinking about the hiring of Coach Graves right now in his first season as our head coach officially. I'm thinking about the wonderful coaches that we have in Coach Johnson and Coach Funches in men and women basketball, two outstanding coaches. I'm thinking about, our bowling program, Coach Dahl, Coach of the Year, the last couple of years. You still have people been here a long time, like Coach Connors over the tennis program. Nickname is Championship Connors because he won so many championships. And so I can go on, but I would say that it's safe to say that Southern University Athletics is in a great spot right now.
I love it. And you were talking to me, there's a total of 18 sports here at Southern that people can participate in.
Yeah, we have 18 sports. Our conference provides 18 sports. And so we're maximizing our potential. We just brought back our golf program, men and ladies. And we just added our tennis program where actually brought tennis back, the men's side of it. And so that brought us up to 18 sports. And so also we had to do some things as relates to Title IX to give our female sports and our student athletes an opportunity to make sure that we're serving them well.
Right. What are some challenges that you see today that maybe didn't exist a few years ago kind of with student athletes? I mean, the athletic department is such an integral part of the ecosystem of a university. But obviously goal number one is to get an education and make good humans for tomorrow.
So, the goal is, in short, to graduate student athletes in the win, right?
Exactly.
That's the goal. But from the time just 10 years ago, short time back, the pressure of being a student athlete is overwhelming right now. I think the cost of winning in society has really gone up, and it's been very challenging. And I think as it relates to just the numbers shown about the pressure of mental health that is put on the student athletes with the social media world now, I just think that this sports or our sports today is in a different time because of the pressures that they get from social media. And a lot of student athletes put a lot of pressure on themselves to perhaps bail themselves out or their families out now. And so the landscape has really changed, not just in the way of finances, but personal health. And that's more concerning to me than anything else.
And do y'all have resources? I know in some of my conversations I've had with some of your coaches here that's a big focus of theirs is to make sure that they're keeping an eye on the student athletes, to making sure we're wrapping our arms around them, supporting them, and giving them the things that they need.
A good question, because fun is always a source, right? Mm-hmm. And so it's economic power. And so the larger schools like the Power Five have a whole department for mental health. Unfortunately, we're considered low resource institutions. We don't have the funding like that. And so we have to put things in place like mental health partners. And we're thankful people like Care South and others that play a huge role in helping us. And we've been able to reach across the aisle and even use some LSU services to help our student athletes. We contract different mental health professionals out to come and speak with our student athletes. And of course, we have on campus, in the back of campus where our students can go into the counseling center. But the caveat to that, and if you're in athletics and you understand athletics, a lot of athletes don't like to take advantage of the campus opportunity, right? Because they think that they are labeled at that time. And so it's suggested but not required that as much as you can that you do it within your athletic department or outsourcing. And we're looking forward, I think, going into next year that the NCAA is almost making it mandatory for you to have a particular person or some type of program within your athletic department.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
That would really help out a lot.
Yeah, it'll help out. And I like to think that we're doing a very good job right now with what we have. We continue to have speakers coming in. We continue to make sure that we have it unisex for male and females when the speaker come in. But also I like the fact that we break it down to a female speaker sometime, a mental health professional, and a male person, because they're dealing with different challenges. And so I think that we're doing a pretty good job covering the spectrum.
Right. Okay, with 18 sports, I mean, is there ever a time when there's not something going on, or there's not a game or a match or something happening?
So the answer to that is never. Yeah, the answer to that is never. And obviously, you know, that's the world that we live in. I say all the time is that it's a choice, right? You raise your hand to join the world of athletics at the collegiate level. And obviously, it means a lot to me. You know, I've been in athletics all my life. If it wasn't for athletics, I probably would have came short of on my education, right? I used my athletic skills and got a scholarship, played basketball, and were able to, you know, matriculate through and graduate, and then had some other challenges and some options for myself. So the world of athletics, as challenging as it is, it's been rewarding in a whole lot of ways. And you have to also build your family time around athletics, because there are a lot of birthdays I missed out on for my kids and my family members, a lot of family reunions and events. And I say, my grandmother used to say, don't feel sorry for yourself, just make sure you maximize the opportunity and add your family when you can.
I was about to say, I like that. I love that. As words of wisdom right there.
Yeah, that's words of wisdom.
And they could come join you, and, you know, there's always concessions at an athletic event. So, I mean, who doesn't want like a good nacho or a box of popcorn or something?
Oh, we're always going through nachos. And I tell you what, we have some of the best concessions right here, right? So every time the family comes to a game, I know what my mom wants, I know what my wife wants, I know what my daughter wants. And so that's my setback.
You're in line at the concession
Oh, yeah,
stand.
right.
Okay.
I just passed in the credit card. Go get it, because I'm watching the game. They said, don't bother your daddy. Don't bother your daddy.
Oh, goodness. Well, what else do you want our viewers to know about the athletic department here at Southern University and all of the student athletes?
Well, I think is one thing that I would challenge everyone is perhaps you talk about football, men and women, basketball, and baseball. But have you been to a softball game? Have you been to a volleyball game? Have you been to a soccer match? You know, those sports are known as all Olympic sports, and some people, they call it unrevenue sports. But I challenge you to go see those young ladies play. And I think it's very exciting. And if you come, if one time, I think you will continue to come. And, you know, I would like to be able to challenge people to be a participant in those sports as well.
Absolutely. I love that. That's so great. As someone who played volleyball,
Right.
which is, you know, more of an Olympic sport, I guess, you know, to get people to come out and support all of the sports and all of the student athletes.
Yeah, it makes a difference. We had a big game, volleyball game last night, and it's just the fact that student athletes, you know, seeing you over in that corner and coming up to your coach, thank you for coming, and I think it makes them feel good when they see all the coaches. And we do a good job of supporting one another, because I think every coach, head coach I had here was at the game yesterday. Our other student athletes support everyone. And so I like to call this family atmosphere. And I truly believe that's what we have here at Southern University.
Absolutely. It's Jag Nation.
It's Jag Nation. And look, I'm probably I feel like that I'm the luckiest guy on earth to have the pleasure to serve as the athletic director here for our fans, alums, and our supporters, because this job is really big in the eyes of sports, right? We done produce a lot of great people, a lot of great athletes, a lot of great leaders. And, you know, I want to continue to make sure that we're pouring into that cup to make sure that we're producing the next set of leaders as well.
I love that. I love that. And like you said earlier, it's all about, you know, like graduating student athletes and winning. And, I mean, y'all, Southern just has such a rich history of doing both of those things.
Yeah, we do. And right now, and I'm probably speaking for most university and athletics director, that we're in a period, I call it transition. And with all the new business of name, image, and likeness going on right now, I think that more than any time ever, you need your alumni and fans to support you. Paying for that ticket makes a difference right now. Being able to support a particular team that you like makes a difference, because if you're going to continue to win, if you're going to continue to set the standard, it's going to take dollars. And
offer the scholarships and get the talent and continue the program.
Yeah, because I'm just going to give you an example. A quarterback at the highest level probably is going to be worth $1 million or $2 million. And so you got to think, for Southern University in the next few years to have a good quarterback, we probably going to have to pay $50,000 to $30,000. And where do you get that money from? Obviously, structure. Everyone knows that that's a budget issue. And so we're going to have to be creative. And my ways of being creative is that we're going to have to ask the fans to really, alums to buy those tickets to the games. And we will challenge ourselves to continue to put a good product out there on the field and on the court, and most definitely in the classroom.
I love that. And I mean, we live in a great part of the world. We have so much talent in our own backyard. Bringing your kids that are in high school or maybe middle school and playing sports to aspire to come to Southern one day and actually get to play here.
Yeah, and so I think you speaking about it, I talk about grassroots program. And so when I think about it from athletics, right now we're trying to all our games make sure that we're able to reach the middle school kids. Perhaps, there are a lot of students in Baton Rouge itself that never been on a college campus. And I want to make sure that Southern is the first one. And so we have a program where we bring in middle school kids, elementary kids, in big groups in that we can bring them in the right situation. We have sponsors to pay for those tickets. And so we're going to continue to promote our grassroots program as well, because even if they don't play sports here, each student brings a certain amount of value to this university. And we want to make sure we're doing our part in recruiting students for the university as well.
Absolutely. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you. Is there anything else you want our viewers to know today?
Well, as always, that we are humbly proud to be leaders of this university, and that we're going to ask for their continued support. And we have a football game on November the 5th, and so we're going to ask everybody to come out and support these Jaguars.
Heck yeah.
We have homecoming on October the 19th, and so we're looking to pack the place as well. We always say Southern University is the standard, and our homecoming definitely is the standard. So come out.
Yes, absolutely. Like food, fun, football, bands, you name
music.
it.
It's going to be a great time.
Yes.
And you see the little Jaguars running across this campus. I like to see that the most.
Absolutely. Everybody decked out.
Yeah.
Love it. Thank you so much. Guys, for all information on all of the sports and ticket information, schedules, you name it, go to gojacksports.com. Don't forget, support local.